Yes.
Hustle and bustle. Okay. So many things happening. Do we want to put, I don't know if you got things going on, Adrian, to want to put somebody in charge of letting someone in?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Does anyone want to help with that?
I can
Uh,
I can do it if you want. This is Rita.
Thanks, Frida.
Thank you. I
Hey,
was just about
Shannon.
to ask you. You were just about to get asked anyways. Okay, I'm gonna
Thank
make you
you.
co-host
Gotcha.
and then I'm going to make Shannon host. You guys are good to go. We are live. I'm excited to hear today's subject.
Great. Well, you always get the subject that you probably need to go back to, right? And I took a look at the calendar and it was the board of directors. And I thought, oh yeah, that's what I'm building. So I was like, okay, let's talk board of directors this morning. So I've got a couple things. I think it's important to, well, first of all, before we even go into it, let's take a second. Is there anybody that has anybody to introduce? You're excited about something phenomenal is happening? Um, Anybody? I just don't want to, you've got a new person that you just want to say welcome to.
I would like to just talk about one little person that we are so excited about. She just got in the business about not even 4 weeks ago, and she did her first two full presentations on Zoom yesterday for new BAs. So, Taja, if you're on, you may be at work and not able to talk, but guys, this is how you develop leaders. They step outside of their comfort zone. And when she finished her first presentation, she said to me, I can do better. When she did her second one, she did even better. So, Taj, can you talk or no? Probably. If she's not,
Okay. Well,
she's
if you
probably at
can,
work.
Taj, please feel free to interrupt me. No, no problem. But that's amazing, Frida. And isn't it? Once you start doing those presentations, it just kind of snowballs. You know that big things are going to happen when you're running your own presentation. So congratulations, Taj. And we're so excited about that. So anybody else have anybody to welcome? Just want to take a few minutes. Today we're going to go over board of directors. So just super excited. I'm so excited about the business and just getting the year in gear, right? I feel like I'm a late bloomer to this year already. It's I guess probably because things I really can't believe it's March. We are in March, you guys. Like, whoa. Like it was a blink of an eye from January till now, and the train is running. The train is running, and you have the product that is going to make you a millionaire if you choose, right? If you so choose, it's up to you to get it done. So, and I've been doing some of the numbers. So I wanted to take you through a few things, and I'm going to share my screen here. I want to make sure that I think sometimes, and this is a little bit of detail in me, but I want to make sure that you know in your back office, um, or on your phone in the app, you can search financial rewards plan. Okay, I know it's very wordy. I get it. But I do want you to know where to find this information because sometimes if we don't know where the money's at, we can't see it. We're just doing actions, but I think it's really important to know some of the details. And I'm going to go through the board of directors on my iPad too, but this is can be found in the back. And if you don't understand it, I recently went through this, and if you don't understand it, ask your upline. If your upline doesn't understand it, have her take you to the next upline, right? And so it's really important to, for me, it's very important to know all of the options. And so there were things in particular that stuck out to me, like you want to be a 1 star to make 20% your matching bonus, right? So to make 20%, you want to be a 2 star, and then that opens up the door for you to make off your L1s and L2s. So I know this is some basic stuff, and some of you are way beyond this, but some sometimes I think we are way beyond it, and the the communication didn't happen to what's available to even the 3 stars. So you need to be a 3 star to open up these doors to this money for you. So if you are confused at all about this and don't know about all of the reward certificates and all of the bonuses you get, absolutely. And it's nothing you have to master to do the work. I want you to know that. But when I got down to studying some of this Royal Crown Diamond, I was pretty excited. I'm not, I was like, and today I'm going to talk about like that having those 8 6 stars and being at that Royal Crown Diamond, which generates probably 1 million a month, right? In between the cycles and the the matching bonuses and all the bonuses. So anyhow, just want you to know where to find that sheet at. Um, I also wanted you to I just brought one up, but on Adrian's page, make sure you have this printed or you have 30 people. So I want you to get a piece of paper while we're all chatting here. Get a piece of paper, interactive, right, Frida?
You
That's how we
got
roll.
it.
Let's do some work while we are taking the time for this call. So even if it's paper, you can't print this right now. And what I want you to do is I want you to write down the 10 people that you love to spend time with. They make you happy, you enjoy their company, they're a lot of fun. I just want you to write their names. Take not even a minute, just really quickly write their names down of these 10 people that make you happy. We're just going to do 10 for now, but I'm going to show you a little plan I have here. So, but I did want you to know on Adrian's page, you can go print this 30 out. So that is definitely something that you want to do. And then I want to take you over. I might have to unshare this one because I think I picked that screen. Sorry, guys. Stop the share. And we are going to reshare. Oh, there's more people here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. And I want to share. So one, now you know where the financial reward plan is. For people who are high I personality, you probably don't care. You're just like, I just want to be with people. I don't need to know all the numbers and all that stuff. But if you are that person who likes to know at the end how you make that money, that sheet is great. And it is in your app under business. You can go to see all, go to business, and then you can find that there, just so you know. Um, so you're working on your 10 people, right? You've got those names down, the people you like to spend time with. And now you should be able to see a screen. I'm going to talk a little bit about cycles and the money. And I think sometimes, although you all everybody on here understand this, some of you are much more seasoned than me, but this is a pretty cool page, and I'll share this in the WhatsApp. But so, you know, when I came in, and I don't know, it could be a brain tumor, but I really didn't understand this. I really didn't. And so sometimes slowing down for your new people, and I was pretty high functioning, I think, business wise. Like my business does very well. I own multiple businesses, but like my brain, and I have been in prior other companies before now, but my brain did not compute this. It really didn't for months. So slowing down and explaining how, and maybe I'm the only one who needs this, but in your first month or your first week, I would almost go weekly, right? In your first week, we're going to get 2 people. And those 2 people are going to go get 2 people. And now we're going to have a total of 4 additional to the 2 you had in the second week. And then in the third week, those 4 are going to go get 2. And now that's going to turn into, you've got 8, right? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people on your team. And this is going to start to spin like that. So, and I know some people have come up with systems on how to communicate to those people. But as you add this, now I know month 9, this was AI, this piece. So you just double up your time in week 9 or month 9, whatever you want to do, and and double up on the people. So as it grows, once you're done, you total all these people up in every week that you've added these people, and now you have 8,190 ambassadors on your team. And that's right, 131,850 when they're doing that cycles money. So I just the power of two, I wanted to talk about, you get your two, those two people get two. Some people are brand new on here, some are not, but the idea is the power of two. And it might be this person down here at the bottom after you've got this person recruit this person recruit this person enrolled this person, and it might be 5 down, 7 down, but they might be your board of director person. You probably don't even know them. And that's why you help your people get two, right? I mean, that's not the only reason. I know a lot of you are just good-hearted people and you would do it regardless, but that's how an income is made off on that 2 by 2. So, anybody have a question on that? Does that make sense? I don't want to leave anybody hanging. If you don't, obviously I'll put the graphic in the thing, but really the power of two is where it's at, and you want to be sure that you're helping your people get two, and that's why we have the $75. They do 100 points on both sides, and then when you have a left and a right, that's why immediately out of the gate, what are you saying to your people to help them get two? What's some verbiage? Cindy, I know you've got some verbiage for us. I'm going to call on you. What's some verbiage that your people are getting to right away?
Well, one of the things right away, you guys, is that everybody knows at least 2 people. It doesn't even matter what category they're in. You know somebody from church, you know somebody that's a cousin, an aunt, an uncle, a friend. And like you said, when you want to work with somebody, I had this happen yesterday. I've been working on somebody now for almost 3 months. And finally, she was like, I'm ready. And I said, okay. So when you're talking about how do you get started in the business, you guys, and if somebody knows that they just got to go find 2 and then they find 2 more and 2 more. Now, can you work with more than one leg doing that? Yes, you can. Somebody said, "Well, gosh, how long do I have to work with just 2 people?" You guys, you can keep running at the same time with more than 2 people because there are people who know a lot of people. So don't limit yourself, especially when you're making a run. Especially when you're looking at all the people. You guys, you're talking about an investment for some people of $200. And some people, I don't start at 200. I start at 999. Why? Because first of all, you need product. Second of all, you're going to sell it really fast and you want to get as many people on the products as quick as possible. So getting those 2 people and then putting products in their hands to go do the same thing and then do the same thing, you guys, there are a lot of people that have never done this industry before that I've ran into lately, only because it's so easy to just do the 2 by 2 and get that extra reward to start with. You guys, it'll help you grow your business fast.
Yeah, excellent, Cindy. I'll tell you, Cindy is a master. I've been watching her, and I'm like a little, grab the coattails of somebody that you just know is making it happen, and really just do everything they're doing. It truly is when Adrian says the best copycat wins, no joke. Like the best copycat. I mean, I'm sharing Tracy's stuff, and I'm clipping and cutting things and on Facebook and constantly doing that so people are more aware. I'm doing a little more lives. I'm getting used to that. I don't love that, but I will do it. I will do it to benefit my business. I will do it to benefit my legacy. Like, think about it. Like, you just might have to do it for a little while, and then you won't have to do it, right? And then you'll do it for the love of it. You won't necessarily need the income as much, right? So you just have to do it. Some people are so consistent on Facebook and Instagram and all that, and that's phenomenal because I think that's such a great connection to people right now. Like, we don't there is definitely the face-to-face thing, and that's wonderful. But there is a lot of power in social media, a lot of power. However, don't get in the comparison game. Please, please, when you are comparing yourself to somebody else, the devil is winning. So don't do that. Don't get in the comparison game. You're running your own race. God has his own blessings for you, all of that. So just don't get in that comparison game. You want to run your own race, stay in your own lane, and do the best you possibly can, right? Okay, so on your paper that you have there, I want you to draw a table. And just a big rectangle, right? And I'm going to show you my iPad here. It's fairly simple. It's fairly simple. You're just, but what we write becomes truth. Okay? Can you guys see that? It's a little table, terrible drawing, but that doesn't matter. What you write becomes truth, and what you talk becomes truth. So be saying kind things to yourself. Even, I do a lot of brain rewire work, and some of you know that. And so anytime you are facing something, and actually this Wednesday, FYI, for our 3 stars, I'm going to be doing we're actually going to be walking through this exercise. But what it is whenever you come up against something that is negative or positive, you want to align that with your body and have it be homeostasis, right? And so if you're over positive about it, you've got to align it and become neutral. You're looking to become neutral on it. So what I want to share with you is, so when you are down on something, you have to find the benefits of something that negative is happening, or you perceive it as negative. I know I'm kind of off the subject here, but I just feel like I need to tell people this. I don't know why. So whatever you perceive, because it's all perception, whatever you're lying in right now is all perception, whether you're at a high spot or a low spot. And what you want to do is just bring that back in alignment with your body. So when you do that, if you're looking at a negative situation and you perceive it negative, you have to find the benefits of that negative to you. And then you have to find the benefit of that negative. And then you drive it about 5 deep, asking those questions. So this Wednesday is going to be really good, you guys. So anyhow, board of directors. So I want you to draw out your picture of your board of directors. Those are chairs. I know they're pretty bad chairs, right? These are not people. These were just armchairs. And then you can give them names if you want. Like my first one, maybe Angie. Now, what I was showing here is this may be an L1, but this is my L2. It may get all the way to my L3, and that person may roll up and be my board of director. Okay? They don't have to be your L1s. Now, is it smart? Yeah, because your income is 30% matching bonus, right? So if they're doing $1,000 a month in cycles, that's going to be to you $300 in a matching bonus. And of course, it gets less if you have an L2, but it doesn't matter, because anybody in that line, anybody, like, you do want a strong L1 leg, you guys. I'm always working my L1. I'm always adding to my L1. I have 75 right now. Because I love the product. It does. Last night, Patrick was on our call, and what I loved about Patrick is he shared with us, and Gladys would be great for this too. I know she could tell us a ton, but he was sharing with us about the product and obesity, and you know, just the brain connection with sugar. And Gladys is such a vault of knowledge on all of this. We should have her, we should really have her share. But you know, we have the solution and we have the all natural solution. A friend of mine, and Mary Kay messaged me last night and she said, okay, I've been on GLP for 2 years. I'm like, whoa, 2 years. She can't go off it because she always puts weight back on. Why is yours different? And that was what she said. So of course I sent her videos and all that stuff. And I'm like, you just need to trust me and do it. Like that's really what it comes down to, right? You just need to trust me and do it. And if they don't trust you and just do it, they can't act on that, then I just keep layering. I just keep sending every other day. I send a document, a page, a video, and I just don't give up. I don't give up unless I get a straight out no. And I've had one straight out no. Been here a year and a half. Had one straight out no. Everybody's a little worried to say no because they know that it's good, but they're just not, some people just aren't there yet, right? So you just keep layering, keep layering, keep layering. And that is one, I think that's kind of been my superpower over the years is I just never give up on people. I love people too much and they're going through things. And right now they're going through a lot. Like there's a food absorption crisis going on, and you literally have the power to help all of those people change their lives. And I say it all the time, are you going to keep it to yourself or are you going to share it? And so I at night sometimes just, how can I share faster? How can I get to more people? How can I connect with more people? You know, and we are in a business where sometimes it is one by one. But that's okay because that's one person that you're saving, right? For them to be with their grandkids. I can tell you for me, this product, and I'll take this off, but make sure, I really want you to write out all your people, guys, all your 10. They may not be the ones, but they'll lead you to the next. You know, all your 10. Alex is my one. Robin is my one. I know that. You know, I have people, Sarah is probably not my one, but Sarah knows a lot of people in the medical field. So now I'm going to be I'm working with them. So we're building her to 3-star right now, right? So just write that out so you can visualize your people who are your board of directors, your millionaire people. These are your 6 stars. These are your 6 stars that you're envisioning. You're going to help these people. And don't get caught up in the how's it going to happen. Write the end of the story and watch it happen. You're manifesting it. Write the end of the story and you'll start to see God will start to move the pieces for you and you don't even know. Sometimes in my family, we can have a lot going on and my kids will look at me and be like, are you crazy? How are you so calm? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to end up, but God has it. So that's just how I handle things. Okay. So coming back to here. Does anybody have any questions on that so far? I hope I'm not all over the place and I hope you can follow me. But I just really want to share with you my heart on the product. You know, I have a brain tumor. My left leg wasn't working when I started this. I was very, what's the word I'm looking for? Brain foggy. Couldn't really put a lot of things together. Went to Utah because I had been to 8 brain surgeons. Every single one said I needed to have my head cut open. They would hope I would walk again. They would hope I would walk again. And probably, for sure, I would be paralyzed at least probably 4 to 6 months, for sure. There was no question. I was coming out of surgery paralyzed. And so, through prayer, through things that I had surgery scheduled twice, and it just happened that I didn't go. And then I end up in at an event, and everybody knows Antoinette's my enroller, and she reached out. I got home. I actually was in Canada doing an event in Canada, and she was in Dallas at that event, and she ends up reaching out, and I honestly was overtaking products. Like I had been searching. I had went through so many products that I was done. I was done. I wasn't going to do it anymore. I was over it. I was exhausted. My body wasn't working quite like I wanted it to. And I will tell you, like, it was pretty um, hard not to really give up. Like, they had sent me to palliative care. We were planning. I was mad when they sent me, but nobody, I didn't know what palliative care was, but they lined me up with this person and said, well, you need to go see the palliative care doctor or whoever he was. And I get in there and he's like, literally, they're planning my demise, right? They're literally, and I was like, what are we doing? And they're like, well, you want to make sure you get this all around. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And so anyhow, fast forward. I end up on the products. I take them for 6 months. In 3 months, I'm feeling like a different person. Like my leg was no longer like slow. My left side had gotten a little slow. My cognitive thinking was a little clearer. I was starting to roll back. And now, fast forward to now, like, wow, like my days, yes, I do need a nap here and there, but not like I needed 3 hours. So I just share with you, you literally have the power to give somebody their life back. You possess it. And we have to know that we know that we know. And even sometimes my kids are like, Mom, you're too much. I'm like, but I know. I know you guys own the power to pass it on if you can get through the thought process of you're trying to talk them into something. You got to care enough to care more about people than you got to care about your pocketbook to make the money. Does that make sense? And sometimes it's hard because sometimes you're backed against a wall financially, but I'm just going to share with you if you can just focus on the person and focus on what's going on with you. What do you got going on? Okay, we're no doctors, but I did hear that Frida had that same experience, who's a friend of mine, and maybe this is something that will make a difference for you. Oh yeah, Shannon had the brain tumor. Her left leg wasn't working because the brain had swelled. Tumor was pushing on stuff, causing the inflammation, causing the left side to not work so right. So if you don't do it, who's going to? You guys are like ambassadors for a reason. You're hope ambassadors, right? We are that. We are the ones who can give hope to somebody who's chronically fatigued, can't move, is super tired, can't. Alex Eric, his knees feels great now. He used to come home and he turned 54 yesterday, you guys. He used to come home. He would be so exhausted from a day's worth of work. He would sit in the chair and he would fall asleep the minute he got home. He didn't want it. He's very active. He didn't want to do that. He was exhausted. He was deficit from not having the right nutrients in his body, and his diet stunk. His diet was terrible. It's still not probably great, but that's, the benefit of these products, right? So I just want you to know that you hold the keys to change people's lives. What will you do with it? And I think we're all tasked with that job because now we know. That's so true. When you know, you know. And you're really you're the one. So starting those conversations, how you feeling lately? What's this? I know, that's why I love Adrienne. Like she always has the words. That's what I struggle with sometimes is I just need the words. So I just tend to lead with the heart. Like sometimes I can be brash and really real. But I love her because she's so flowy and she makes everything in colored flowers. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So I'm so blunt. But, the people that come in my space are going to need my bluntness, right? So thanks, guys. I didn't miss any questions, did I? Or if you have a question, because I know we're on time.
Shannon, you did such a beautiful job today. I love the reminder of the board of the directors and how to build that out. I also really appreciate that you went through why you build a board of directors and the comp plan in order to get paid more money. You want to help build it out right. And so going through the levels and the check match, I think was just super key today. And you are also very flowy and amazing too. And I appreciate all your words. All right. You're the yin to my yang. Happy birthday to Eric.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Love
He
you, girl.
enjoyed a cupcake last night. So, oh,
You
well,
know, you got to enjoy the cupcakes sometimes,
yeah.
Yeah. Good. All right. Does anyone else
Okay.
have anything they'd like to share?
I just want to affirm, Shannon. I'm your biggest fan, Shannon. You did give me my life back. And I cannot imagine where I would be today in my body if I hadn't finally listened to you. So thank you for that.
Wow, I'm so grateful that we have this. I mean, don't let Dr. Dan down, right? Or Danielle. We've got this great product and we're on their team. So we need to go out and share it and really, be a team player. How many people can you affect this week? Like, let's go get it, guys. If it is to be, it's up to you. I know it's me, but you get it. So, okay.
Guy, go ahead. You had wanted to share something real quick?
Just want to share that Shannon, you are just such a blessing. And oh my goodness, I just really hold you so high. So thank you so much for being vulnerable and sharing with us. That's just amazing.
Yeah, thanks, Guy. Well, I think if we don't, we have to talk about things. You have to share your stories. I mean, it's true. Your stories are so important. So if I think in the age of 50, right? So many, probably even older, you're taught to hold things like not share as much. But I think we're in an age now where we need to share our stories and tell people what your struggles are so they can see how you overcome them because overcoming them is so important. So, okay, well, have a great day, you guys. Go work on that terrible diagram I drew out, but go work on your diagram. And I can't wait to see who you add to your board of directors this week.
Yay. Thank you, Shannon. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. We'll see you later.